Welcome, welcome. My name is Keith Hampton, and I am a customer and a very happy customer of a company called BitcoinTAF.com, or the full version is BitcoinTrendAndForecast.com. So I wanted to share with you some of the insights that I have learned by being involved in this organization. Wendy and Marius Landman created this organization about 10 years ago when they knew they could really help a lot of us in this new era of the cryptocurrency space to be able to invest in it with a great deal of confidence and knowledge, knowing where we're at and where we're going. That's been the beauty of this. So I'm just going to share my screen with you and take you down that journey. This is something that you're going to be amazed. I uh, I have been so fortunate to be involved in this organization. So this is the website that you go to. It's called BitcoinTAF.com. And I'd highly recommend that you come on in and sign up for free and then delve into a lot of the different pieces of information that we have here because we have something here for everybody. So specifically, if you're looking into wanting to know what's going to happen with Bitcoin long term as far as an investment purposes, I would highly recommend that you would seriously look at subscribing to the long-term trade reports by Marius Landman. Marius uses a unique form of algorithms and AI to be able to know where we're at in the cryptocurrency space and where we're going. And in fact, it's just phenomenal, his ability to do so. In fact, I'm going to share with you just some insights of what's happened over the last 4 years. So you'll notice on the right-hand side here, the Bitcoin historical algorithm. We talk about this going all the way back to 2021. So we're talking almost 5 years of 100% accuracy in the prediction. We predicted, or I should say, Marius predicted this godly cycle that is happening right now, or sorry, going into the Prince of Jerusalem cycle that we see here. The Jaffa Gate, which is now complete, is what you see over here on the left. And then he predicted the quick Zion gate, which we have right here, which it was very quick and short. Then we went into the dung gate, which is all played out. Now you notice that this goes in different timelines. Like this goes back to March of 2023. This was in January 24, and this was in June right through till September of 24. And now we're in this is what we know as the Damascus gate, which is where we are right now. And so if you look back at the pattern of accuracy, I wanted you to see that because it is absolutely phenomenal, that sort of accuracy. And the real key here that we need to focus on going forward is if you want to invest in this space, we want to know where we're at and more importantly, where we're going. Marius has the unique ability to be able to tell us that because at the end of the day, we want to know here's where we are in the cycle. Are we going to continue going down? Are we going to come back and then go sideways? Or are we going to actually recover and break out? These are the million-dollar questions. And fortunately for us, with Marius's algorithms, we know what is going to happen in this space. So that's why it's so very important for us to be involved with the long-term reports. Now, the other beautiful thing about this is Marius can also do the same analysis on predicting the altcoins as well. And so if you're interested specifically in the altcoins, then I would highly recommend that you subscribe to the Elliott Wave chart patterns, because here we look at the long-term progression of where we are with the altcoins and where we're going. And this is an area where I spend a lot of my time investing in that space because I believe that that's going to be a very rewarding space next year. I think we're going to see an alt season that's going to be quite phenomenal, but patience is required. And while you're there, I also wanted to make mention that we also, this company has medium-term trend reports that we can follow. And in the meantime, they have tremendous amounts of education that you can take. They have a self-paced foundational trading course that you can take, which is really kind of get you going down this space. And then ultimately, I would recommend the ultimate day trading course. And with both of these courses, you get custom indicators that you get to utilize in your training. And they are just absolutely phenomenal to create more confluence and help in your decision making. So Along with all of that, we also have a wonderful tool called the HODL Fire, which people can start off with for longer term investing. You can utilize this to work very, very well. So I'm just going to share with you some of this as it unfolds with one specific coin. So on the screen here, we have a coin called ICP, and these are 12-hour candles. Now, uh, without any sort of training and guidance or indicators, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Are we going to continue going down? Are we going to go sideways? Are we going to go up? That's where these tools come in. So the first tool I'm going to introduce you to is called the HODL Fire. Now, for $31 a month, you get a tool that gives you this kind of information. So first off, it tells you where the pivot tops are and where the pivot bottoms are. So we know where the patterns are changing and going from bottom to up or up down to the bottom. Now you notice at the front of the pattern, you have a blue top pivot. That indicates to me that simply is a temporary or not 100% confirmed top. And so you need additional information to be able to make better decision making. So with the same tool, they also have indicators called buy and sell tags. And I like to utilize those to help me in my decision making. So what I'm looking for specifically is a bottom pivot, and then I'm looking for a buy tag, which we see right here. It's kind of hidden underneath this tag on the screen. And at that point, that's when I would like to enter into a trade. So when I got this buy tag, I probably would have entered somewhere in that range right about here. And now at that time, this would have been in blue. So we wouldn't know for sure that was a 100% bottom pivot. So in order to protect my capital, I would set a stop loss. And in doing so, I would protect my capital. So that stop loss I would have set somewhere in this neighborhood, just below that bottom pivot. So at worst case scenario, if the trade went against me, then I'd only be losing about 18, 19%. So of $100, I'd be losing, say, 18 or $19. Now, as this plays out and goes forward, I would move that stop loss up and to break even. Now I've got a risk-free trade going on. And I would keep moving it up until we get a top pivot. And that's where I would exit the market at a top pivot, somewhere in this range. In this case, I would have locked in a lovely little profit, in this case, about 145%. So that, in essence, how the HODL tool works. But it works with other training and education that we have, whereby you can utilize the ultimate trade course to give you better examples, and or you can use the medium-term trend reports that are produced. Now, on the medium-term reports, this is results of the analysts predicting coins that are about to change momentum and go up. And so what they provide us here is they provide us with bottom entries and these resistance points, support and resistance zones, where you can take advantage of this. Plus, the training and education teaches how to use other indicators that we call the detonator series. And this gives us more confluence as to how to enter trades and reduces our risk. So what we're looking for is we're looking for in the HODL a bottom pivot with a buy tag. But with the detonators, we're also looking for trigger pivot points, this green dot. We're looking for this crossover of the green over the blue. And we're looking for it to get cross over this bull line right here, this blue bull line. These are added confluence. And then also jumping over the EMA. These are all very, very important indicators to confirm that we're changing direction and going up. And that's where we would be entering these trades and adding them in. Now, as we go up, we see that target at the top. Ironically, that top pivot coincides with this red dot right here. It also coincides with this crossing back over. So those are extra confirmations that we need to sell. So you can see that you can really utilize a lot of different indicators to get added confluence to make your decision making better. That's why I wanted to show you this in all together. So you could take the ultimate trade course and learn how to and analyze these markets. When you've completed the course, you can become your own analyst. You can utilize this for many markets, not only just the cryptocurrency space, but you can also utilize this for the stock markets, the commodities markets, any particular market, because it all works off of the same principles. So that's why I wanted to show you this and the power of this organization. So do yourselves a favor, seriously check into this. If you really want to be a more successful investor in the cryptocurrency space and a trader, then the BitcoinTAF group is here for you. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for taking the few moments to look at all this form tonight, and hopefully I'll see you signed up and on the other side. Take care and look